The abandoned school sat at the edge of town, its windows boarded up, its halls rumored to echo with the screams of students who disappeared decades ago. Tonight, 6 teenagers broke in, their flashlights cutting through the dust as they laughed and dared each other to go deeper. The laughter died the second the main doors slammed shut behind them, locking with a sound like bone snapping. The hallway lights blinked alive, buzzing with a sickly yellow glow, revealing crimson smears across the walls, handprints, names, and words like "Welcome back" written in blood. The smell of iron grew stronger with every step. A locker creaked open by itself. Spilling out a human skull and a cascade of maggot-filled notebooks. From the far end of the hall came the sound of something dragging metal chains, each rattle followed by a wet, slapping noise like meat hitting the floor. They turned a corner and found the science lab drenched in gore. Beakers filled with dark blood, frogs pinned open but still twitching, and a teacher's corpse slumped over a desk. With its jaw ripped clean off, one of the boys screamed and ran, but the hallway twisted like a maze, always bringing them back to the same room. Then came the first kill, a girl yanked upward by invisible hands. Her body slammed into the ceiling so hard her skull burst, raining blood on the others. Panic set in as they ran, but the lockers began to slam open and shut violently, one swallowing a boy whole and snapping shut as blood poured from its vents. The sound of giggling children echoed through the halls, mixed with the relentless ringing of the school bell that now sounded more like a scream. The survivors tried to hide in the gym, but the bleachers slowly folded inward. Crushing another student until his bones cracked like dry sticks. The last 2 ran to the principal's office, where the air turned icy cold, their breath coming out in clouds as the portraits of former principals on the wall bled from their eyes. The office door locked on its own, and the lights flickered to reveal dozens of ghostly children standing in the corners, their faces pale and eyeless, their mouths opening impossibly wide to let out a choir of shrieks that made the walls bleed. The principal's chair turned slowly to reveal the headless body of the principal himself, holding a blood-soaked axe. As he stepped forward, the desks and chairs began to levitate and slam into the walls, one by one. The boy tried to shield himself, but the axe came down, cleaving him in two. And the girl's screams echoed as she was dragged under the floorboards by dozens of pale, bloody hands. The last thing heard was the bell ringing one final time, the sound stretching and twisting until it became a grotesque laugh as the entire school fell silent again, waiting for its next victims.